Hi, everybody. Welcome to session 4 of my summer series, where I am going over a weekly parenting tip or piece of information about adolescent development or communication tool to help you on your parenting journey to raise teens that thrive. I'm Sam Straub, parenting coach and owner of Teen Savvy Coaching. I am also a licensed therapist. I work primarily with adolescents. And I'm a veteran educator. My experience as a school counselor for 18 years and a classroom teacher and administrator prior to that all inform my coaching. So today I'm going to talk to you about a tool I call pivoting to the here and now. And you use this when you sense that a conflict could be escalating, or maybe it has already escalated with your teen, and you want to bring it down. So in my graduate school years, my first classes as a counselor, one of my professors used to always remind us students to pay attention to the here and now. And what he meant by that was, don't just listen to the content that your client is sharing with you. Also pay attention to the dynamics and the energy that are happening right now between you and your client. Notice what signs and signals your client is giving off and what the relationship is like between you and your client. And maybe even call attention to that as needed. And there's some sort of therapeutic ways to do so. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to pivot to the here and now as a parent in a conflict or potential conflict situation to maybe get your kid to drop the conflict, or if your kid can't drop the conflict, to decline your child's invitation to you to enter the conflict. So it goes like this. Let's say you make a request to your child, like, hey, this is a real life one, actually. I'll use one from my household. Hey, child, did you send those thank you letters to your relatives for the birthday gifts you received? No, says child. And I say, well, it's time to do that. It's time. And then we go from 0 to 60, and it sounds something like, Mom, you're always on my case. It's been too long anyway. Nobody cares about thank you notes. I'm not even going to do them. I'm just not going to do them. They're not important. It's too long. And suddenly we went from me asking like a check-in question, which was a small nag. Let's be honest. It was a reminder and a nag as well. But asking a check-in question in which my tone was pretty neutral to, my child just invited me to a fight because of the response. So in this case, I could say, well, you know what we think about thank you notes, like they're a way to show gratitude. We think it's an important role, important step we take in our household. And I could go on and on about why I believe that they're important. But my kid has heard those things before. He knows why I think they're important, and he just doesn't feel like doing them. So instead, I pivot to the here and now, and I stop talking about thank you notes. And instead, I label the dynamics that are going on between my kid and me right now in this moment. And that sounds like this. Okay, so things seemed okay, things even good between you and me. And then I asked you the simple question about those thank you notes. And suddenly there's a big disconnect between us. That wasn't what I set out for when I was asking you about the thank you notes. I don't like it. I don't want a disconnect between us. Are you picking up on that too? Do you feel the same thing? And now I'm actually, and notice my tone, no sarcasm, no snark. I'm using a tone of wonder, of curiosity. It's very matter of fact. And I invite my child to step away from the issue and talk about, wait, what just happened? Because teen brains go from 0 to 60 really fast, and they don't think about, wait, what just happened? That's not something that crosses their mind. So this communication stops in the middle of a conflict that's rising, because the teen often doesn't have the self-control or self-regulation to cease, to put a stop to the rising conflict, even if they don't feel like having a conflict either. They're in it, things are going, things speed up, and suddenly they're just along for the ride. So this is your way of saying, time out. This is an invitation I don't want to participate in. I'm going to decline the invite, but I'm not going to do it in a rude way. I'm going to say, what's going on? What's happening? And your child might say, yeah, there's a disconnect between us because you've asked me 15 times to do my thank you notes and I'm not going to do them. In which case that child's lid has been flipped. The kid's too escalated. I'm going to say, well, you know where I stand on that. And I'm going to drop the issue for now. In parent coaching, one of the things I work with my clients is like how to do something I call drive-by parenting. You don't have to finish every parenting mission in a single interaction. So this pivoting to the here and now does have the potential for your child to be like, yeah, sorry, you're right. I didn't mean to do that. Let me back it down. And then they can actually restart and re-engage in the communication. It doesn't always work like that, but it does say, I'm not joining this fight right now. And if it's going to become a fight, you can say, okay, well, you know where we stand. These are our values. I'll circle back to you in a day or so. And you leave it. Leaving it, by the way, is very difficult. Anyway, this is something that I work on a lot with my parenting clients, sort of knowing how to like drop breadcrumbs a little bit about what you want your child to take in, values you espouse, behaviors you want your kid to adhere to, without making every single one of those messaging moments a fight. Because some teens, just how they react, it's possible for those to all become a fight. All right, if you liked what you heard, please share this video with others. I'm also going to put in the comment section how you can sign up for more of these. I'm making one a week all summer long. This is number 4. And when you sign up, the link to all the previous ones will be in each subsequent email. So you'll get them all, no matter when you sign up during the summer. And also, if you like what you're hearing and you're like, you know what, I could use a little more of this. I want this on a grander scale. Please check me out. Check out Teen Savvy Coaching. I'm offering one-on-one coaching. And at the end of August, I am opening up, well, the doors are open now for the Teen Savvy Masterclass that will start at the end of August. There's also a pretty significant discount going on at the moment that will leave. The discount will not be available after July 31st. So if you're thinking, you know what, that Teen Savvy Masterclass sounds like something I want to do, that group coaching experience, I want to invest in my relationship with my teen. I want to walk away with all sorts of new, practical, and really easily implemented tools to change how I interact with my kid, the stress levels in my household, how confident I feel as a parent. You can get $500 off of the price of admission if you act before July 31st. And you can find out more information on that also at teensavvycoaching.com/services/coaching. And hit any schedule a call button, and that will take you to a discovery call where you can talk to me for free for 30 minutes. And we'll talk about whether the class is right for you based on what your hopes and goals are. All right, good to hear from you. I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope that you enjoy pivoting to the here and now with your kids. By the way, if you try this and it works, or you have extra questions, DM me right here, or send me an email, sam@teensavvycoaching.com. I'd love to hear from you.